talk is on the final walkthrough. And the final walkthrough is that inspection that you do usually within 24 hours of signing your paperwork and taking possession of the house. This is ideally done after the previous tenants have moved all their stuff out so that you can see all of the walls, all of the floors, everything as it's going to be left when you take possession of it. And unlike the first time you visit the house, which is more checking it out, seeing the layout, do you like it, do you like the finishes, are you willing to purchase the house? This one has a very different purpose because you're no longer making that decision of whether or not you're going to buy the house because you've gone this far and you put earnest money down. And if you were to back out at this stage for no reason other than you've changed your mind, then you're going to lose the thousands of dollars of earnest money you've put down. That will go to the seller to compensate them for the time you've taken the house off of the market because you were anticipating purchasing it. You'll also lose whatever money you put into an appraisal and an inspection, so it's not the right time to back out. This is the time that you are checking as to make sure that everything that was agreed upon is there or is done or is as you expect it to be. So if you had an inspection contingency and as part of that you decided that 2 or 3 repairs needed to be made, this is your chance to see that if the sellers have actually made those repairs based on your agreement that you've had with them. My sister had an instance where she purchased a house on a septic with a septic alarm that was malfunctioning. And part that came up in the inspection report. She made an agreement with the sellers that they would repair that. And instead of actually repairing it, what they did instead was disconnected it. And her agent did not check on that while they were doing their final walkthrough. And it turns out that it was no longer working and it wasn't worth the fight to go back. So my sister ended up just paying the money and having it repaired herself. But had that been caught in that final walkthrough, this is the time that her realtor could have gotten back with the realtor of the sellers and really had a discussion and come to an agreement as to what's the way forward, because the sellers had agreed to fix that and they didn't. This is also a time you're looking to see that everything you expect to be attached and be there is there. So anything that is expected to go with the property or things that are affixed to it, like light fixtures, built-in furniture, landscaping, but not things that can be easily removed like pictures on the wall, non-affixed furniture, stuff like that. So you're just going to make sure that all the light fixtures, everything you thought would be there is there. All the landscaping is still intact, stuff like that. And then you're also looking to see whether or not stuff that's not supposed to be there is there. For instance, my husband and I bought a house, and in the unfinished basement there was all sorts of lumber and old furniture and wiring, and we just let it go. We let it stay. We didn't say anything about it. Well, we regretted that because then when we went to sell the property, we actually had to pay someone $350 to come and remove all of the same stuff that was still in the basement. So if there's a lot of stuff, this may be a discussion too, asking them to come back and remove it. Now, anything that you go back to the seller on that you ask them to do does have the possibility of delaying the closing. And so you kind of have to decide how important this is to you, how easily it is fixed by the seller, and kind of let the small little nitpicky things go by the side if you can. Understand that not only is buying a house stressful, but selling the house is stressful too, and they've had to move all of their stuff, all of their kids, all of their pets, and 1 or 2 things might have been missed. So it's a judgment call. How important to you is it? How big of a deal is it to have the seller fix it and to have the renegotiations happen? So that is the purpose of this. It is worth having, it is worth doing, because if it is something that can be caught, that can be fixed, it is worth your time to do it. And your realtor will be there helping you every step of the way. If you have any other questions, let me know. I've got all sorts of other videos on my website and on my YouTube channel, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks, bye.